Ladies and gentlemen, last time we were on the farm. What happened? I don't remember. We delivered a bunch of stuff. We made $99,000. Well, less than that, but a lot. I mean, they gave us a lot, about $60,000 worth of crop. Oh, speaking of crap. And then, so we need to buy some goods. We need a lot of stuff, actually, which sucks because I still may have to do the $1 million. I hate doing that, though. Ugh. I want to get right into it and start making money. But I guess we have everything we need to make money. We don't have everything we need to survive or to do it like in a big way. So I'm going to park the tractor. Whoa, Evelyn's up here. What the heck? Hi, Evelyn. Hi. Are you going to stay up here? Come on, Chaw. Why are you... You sound so sad lately, Evelyn. Do you need a hug? All right, so we need to have a plow. Thank you for flushing the toilet again. We're going to get the bigger one. I think this plow is the best bang for your buck. The price is right, and it gives you, I mean, well, the Lemkin's big too, though. But the Lemkins, these are all good for the price. I don't like these Jimpa plows. I think these work better for me. They just seem to have a better... They're easier to figure out how to line them up. All right, what else do we need? We have a one-layer need for fertilizer. So we can handle that a couple different ways, but probably the most realistic way is to get a spreader or a sprayer. I think that I want to do... Let's see, we got the plow. We've got... we need a seeder. Weeders and seeders. I wonder if I should bring... Well, I've thought about this, too, for this farm, because, you know, we had a ton of stuff on Chapman Family Farm. If we pretended like we sold that farm, I don't know. It's... Part of the fun is growing the farm, though, I guess, so... This game just makes it a lot harder. I can never find the sewing machines because they use that green one. Almost all of them are red, so I'm always looking for red. 77. Man, we're gonna have nothing left. We're gonna have to take out a loan. If I do sheepies, it doesn't matter what kind of crop that I grow. But if I do, let's see, I'll need a cultivator if I buy the Tempo. But this also does fertilizing, so I won't have to buy a fertilizer. And we can grow some of the more bumperish crops. Whoa, this thing doesn't plant corn. Does it? Really? That doesn't plant corn? Oh, I must have clicked on the wrong one. Okay, this does. I was going to say, I thought, yeah, we could do, now, unless I rent, I can't really do radishes, but, or the sugar beets, sorry. Mark? You didn't leave yet, did you? Oh, I wish you wouldn't have put that on me. I need you to... but we can grow all of the expensive and slightly easier to harvest crops. If we're doing sheep, we're not going to need straw. So we're not going to need a baler or any straw equipment for the time being. So maybe this is the way to go. Once again, it fertilizes for you with a solid fertilizer, so you don't have to fertilize. But it does not cultivate, so we got to cultivate. So I need to buy a cultivator. So we're going to buy this. Boy. I think this is what we're going to do. We've never done this before. I've never done it this way before. But the harvester doesn't have the right header for any of those, does it?
Stay where you are.
Stay where you are! Let's see. I can do... Well, we'll start with soybeans. And then with the next crop, we'll buy another header. So I can harvest soybeans with the header that I've got. See, I'm out of money. Poopy sticks. We need a cultivator. This is my favorite, the Gigant. But I can't spend all my money on that because I need other stuff. All right, so we need to take out a loan. All right, escape. I don't know how much of a loan we can take out. Might be able to take 150 out, so 141. Okay, well, that's not so bad. 125 we can take out.
Yeah, I survived too.
All right, shh, quiet down. Cultivators. I was using this one. This one's not too bad, and it can also later be hooked up to the slurry tank. So if you get slurry, which we won't from the sheep, 6 and 6. I think this one's easier to operate because it hooks right to the tractor. So we'll just do this guy. Design standard. Whoa. What does that do? Vogel sang Syncult. I don't know what that does, but that sounds evil. We're going to do it. Maybe that has like some kind of specialty thing on it. I don't know. Who knows? So we don't need a fertilizer. We need a... Hey, could you stop yelling, Violet? We need a mower and a collector. We could do... I wonder... Something else that we haven't done on the channel is to operate a disc bine. But it's more expensive. But it's an interesting way to run it. This works. The disc bine works almost like our John Deere mower. Violet, you got to stop, hon. But it is hard to get around town, and it's freaking huge. I think just for the ease, for the sake of mowing and collecting at the same time, this is the way that we need to go. I like the disc bine. You can cut more at once, but I think that this is more what we need because we can do... I can buy this. Hold on one second, folks. All right. So there's that, and we also need to get... There's that. Yeah. See. What else do we need? We're going to need a collection wagon. Yeah, see, we're having no money left over. 31,000. I got enough for like 10 sheep. Shizzle sticks. So, but we have all the stuff that we need. I'm thinking about it, folks. Boop.
What?
Okay, so we're going to do this. I know. And see, I got to have enough for expenses overnight. We have no money coming in whatsoever, but we could start. Oh, and I forgot to. I need this too. And I'm going to need pallet forks. I don't think I have any, do I? Oh, I do. So we can sell this. I know it's not stupid, but can we get a bright green like the Dutzfar green? Is it going to be this color? All right, so that should do it. That's close. It's too bright. I've discovered a gold nugget. All right. So we have enough to buy. We can get some animals. We'll do it when we get back to the farm. Now, I don't have a weight, but I think I have a weight on the farm somewhere. If not, it's not the end of the world. This tractor's pretty heavy. I don't think I need it for anything, but... Yeah, that was not the right color green. Well, we're going to be living with that for a while because I'm not going to pay $800 to change the color. Crap. Maybe once you change the color once, though, you can do it for free. Let's see. I know in the if you have the shop, you can. Crap. It's like totally not the right color. Let's see what happens. Oh, brother. All right. Customize. How much? Probably $800. That's probably more it. $1,000. What? Did I just spend $1,000 on that? I did. But oh yeah, much better at least. It's still not perfect. I don't know they have that exact color, but at least it kind of goes with a little better than bright yellow arms. They should kind of give you the option, like put that up, like when you're painting something. I don't know how they would fix that, but we're gonna go to work. We're gonna get the crop planted. We're actually gonna buy. So we can buy some sheep too. The nice thing is that I already have grass, so I can just feed them directly. Oh, but we'd have to buy a water container. Oh my! There's always so much stuff. It's always something, you know. There's that. So there's that. We need water. Hey, Violet, what'd I say about yelling downstairs, honey? That's right, not to do it. So we're going to have to wait to get the sheep. Dang it. I hate waiting. I want them now. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Okay, well, we got big equipment. The next harvest will be big enough that we can afford them, but it's just, I want them now. So we're going to go ahead and start plowing. This thing's a pain. Oh, there's a way to make this go down. Is that it? Nope. Is it? Nope. I think the way you pick it up, there's a way to make this fold so it's not sticking out like that. Is this it? There we go. Ta-da! That way you drag it rather than it's sticking out and you're bumping into every building that you pass. I got out in front of you. Mark, I need you to get this. Don't forget. Mark, don't forget. You won't? It's right here waiting for you. I need you to deliver this package. Wherever you are, whatever you do, this package is right here waiting for you. Jeez, Violet, that's kind of violent. Violent Violet.
Yeah, we're doing
I'll be back for that. We're going to go put the arms away. So, I could buy like 4 sheep, but it's not worth it. We want to buy them in bulk because you want them to start producing right away. There's really no point in buying like 3 sheep. I mean, it doesn't do you any good. So, so I'm going to let you guys vote yes or no at the end of this episode. I'm not going to do anything crazy with the gold nugget hunt, but we're going to do a vote. Whoever gets the most will win. If you want me to do nuggets, if you want me to do the nugget hunt, then we will go ahead and do the nugget hunt. If you don't, then say no, and I won't. But I'm going to let you guys decide if we do the nuggets or not, because they're all over the place, and they're easy to find on this map. It takes about half an hour to get them all, maybe an hour, but none of them are in difficult places. They're all easy to access. So, all right, I'm going to drop this. Whoop, there we go. Black would have been better. I should have just done black. Arthur, you bonehead. Okay, so let's get this thing out there and start plowing. I don't see a weight. You have to run your chickens over to get around the farm. I don't know that there's a weight anywhere. Let's look at our garage and see if we got one. Nope, no weight. Okay, well, life will go on.
Go play quick.
Quick, Violet, quick! I mean, the other thing we could do is some of these grass fields. You own all the grass fields, so we could tear some of these up and plant on them. Like maybe G2. I would almost, let's see, with the sheep being so close, I want one of these easily accessed for mowing. So maybe we would plow under G1, and then all the other smaller fields we could plow under and plant crop there too. Like field 10. You could combine 5, 10, and 4 and make a big, a big crop there. And 3 too is pretty large. I mean, maybe we'll do that, and we'll just keep like one of those bigger fields as grass or 2 of them. We'll see. I would fertilize those too, but I don't have a fertilizer, so that's not going to happen. Let's see here. I'm going to reverse the plow. And we're going to get started. Just drop it right here. I don't think I'm tearing up anything extra. Nope, I got it set to create field only. This is one big burly tractor, man. I love this thing. I'm not going too fast because we're getting near the edge. Thank you, Mark. Give me 5. Just you have to pay for postage. You take my business card. My wallet is somewhere. It's gonna be no. It's the dark blue Charter 1 card.
No, play now.
Yep.
Citizens.
Have fun, buddy.
See you all in a little bit.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you, Mark. That saves me having to go out for no reason. All right. So this should be done pretty quick because these fields are fairly small. They don't give you a lot of real estate. However, like I said, if we turn those grass fields into plowed fields, we can grow a lot of whatever crop we're growing. So, and the nice thing about doing these lighter crops like the soybeans and the sunflowers is they don't give you much yield. And on this kind of map, you almost want less yield because you don't have to keep, I mean, you can only use like small trailers and stuff. So, tried to get it around the sign, but didn't do it so realistically. Need to get that section right there. All right. So, I will keep you guys with me while I'm doing some plowing. I probably won't keep you for the whole episode, but the only downside with this map is that, like, once again, it's tight. So it's like dealing with some of this larger equipment is somewhat difficult when it comes to... Maybe I should do one more pass around the outside and fold that back. No, that's not what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted either. Ay, ay, ay. Wrong button. That's what I wanted. Just carve out the outside of the field, a couple passes. We can run back and forth across the field. The downside with the big tractor is that you can't get close into those poles. Like the little tractors can get in. Goosey, what the heck are you doing? Goose. I love you too, pants. All right, let's see. That should cut right there. All right. Sweet. See, we're just following our old rut between the side of our tires and these tires are freaking huge. Probably give a nice bouncy ride. Doring, doring. Let me see what the pointer looks like. We can maybe do some in the cab plowing. If I put the wheel right there, which is probably a good spot, put it in the furrow. Put that down. Let's see, where's our front going? So we seem to want to keep that right on the, like, about a row left. See if we can do it cleanly. You have to really watch that little tick on the front of the tractor, like to keep it, lined up nice and straight. Perfect. And we're going to run down this way. So, good news is I'm excited because Cattle and Crops is coming out just a month away now. We're in February. It comes out in March. So, the game doesn't get released in March, but the alpha is coming out. So, we'll be able to play it and try it out on the channel. So, keep your eyes open for that, too. That's going to be kind of exciting. I'm looking forward to Cattle and Crops. It looks like it's going to be really good. Basically, it'll be like this, except for you'll actually be able to get stuck in the mud and stuff like that. It's got the full drive control and everything. They're going for a different type of game than Farm Sim, but it is made by people that made mods for Farm Sim, so it's going to be probably somewhat similar. They're working on improving the AI for the hired workers. Like, you can make them do anything. Like, you can make them go get a tractor and bring it back to you. You can make them do, like, all the chores around the farm, including delivering stuff. I mean, it's like you can set waypoints for them. It'll be interesting to see how it works. But I did a lot of supporters in. I think they've got Almost $500,000 in support so far, which is great. It just shows you how well these farm sim games are doing. You know, obviously Giants has the corner on the market, but you know, if Cal and Crops can bring in a better game, you know, they've got some pretty big supporters already as far as the hardware community goes. They've got, you know, Deutzfahr, isn't it? Kloss, which FarmSim wasn't able to get, but they have they were able to get Kloss for Cal and Crops. So I think that's pretty neat that they were able to do that. So anyway, well, I'm going to continue plowing this field. We're going to take a break for a minute, and I will be back as I get closer, or when I'm done, maybe moved on to the next field. See you in a minute. All right, we are almost done plowing these fields. Or this field. These fields, these nuts. I guess I can always plant grass back too. Probably this run. I want to keep one of them grass because I do want to buy sheep as fast as possible. I missed. Duh. There we go. Right there. Put her there. Yeah, this is a pretty heavy-duty tractor, man. It's hissing and clicking like... Psst, 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 psst. All right. Whoa, a little four-wheel drive action going on here as the wheels
I did.
spin off the... Spin off. Sweet. Sweet, sweet victory, yeah. So do we want to keep G1 or G2? Maybe I will mow and just see how much grass I get before we start plowing up the fields. Just take a look and see what our numbers are as far as how much grass I'm going to get off of each field. Now, I think when you mow them, you get a free step of fertilization. So the first time I mow them, after that, they shouldn't need fertilization. They all need plowing, though, but I'm not going to plow the grass under. I don't think there's any reason to do that. But I could. I'd have to reseed it. I don't know. I don't know. You'd think the sheep would be all set for grass anyway. They've got so much grass to begin with. Missed some spots. What the heck? Cut that up. And we're going to cut this last piece, and then we'll go start mowing some grass. Let's see what we got there. One of the things I like about this farm is that it is, because there's so many different, you know, like they're small fields, you get to do a lot of different stuff. It's not just like repetitive, same thing over and over again. There's some of that, but it definitely is different. Let's go ahead and put this down. Transport the plow back into the farm. Actually, we're going to just leave it. I need to put it back. Shoot. Lower and drop. Because we're going to need that some more. But I'm going to go get the mowing material. The mowing stuff. Yee-haw! Nice stop there, right? Look out! All right. So we have our mowing stuff. Let's get mowing. Let's go mow. Do mow, do. All right. My tractor's starting to get dirty. I do have a cleaner. They did give us that with the farm, at least. All right, come on. Get your ugly Caprice moving. So funny that they got a Caprice Classic in this game. Like, who sees those anymore? Whoa, where'd that guy come from? I looked and there was nobody there. He done came out of nowhere.
Playing.
What, Goose? Wait. What the heck is Evelyn doing? She's downstairs screaming. She's playing Roblox with Violet, and it's not anymore. Are you playing a different game, Vi? All right, so let's unfold that. Power it on. And we're going to lower it. I do too own this field, and shut up. All right, and then we're going to go to the back unit. And then we're going to start mowing. I know I don't own that field, but I own this field. Oh, this thing's having some struggle getting uphill with that. I just want to see what our capacity is like when we're done with this. There should be plenty of grass for us to feed our sheep with just this field. Look at all, it goes all the way over here. I was totally off. Evelyn's now yelling up the stairs of Violet like, Violet! Tell her to stop yelling. Tell her Dad says stop yelling. Like, I think you probably need 2 or 3 cartloads to feed the sheep. If I have like 100 sheep or 200 sheep, I'm going to need quite a bit of grass. Now these, I don't think this is grown all the way though either. It's hard to tell because they changed the textures on this map. So some of the textures, like to the right, they're normal, but to the left, they're the growing grass that you grow yourself looks different than the regular old just on the field grass. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. There we go. Just trying to get my cruise control on so I don't have to keep holding the gas down. In real life, you do put tractors into gear and they just go. So we'll just pretend like that's what's going on. You don't have a cruise control per se, but you have gears that you can put them in, and they, you know, the motors. You have a throttle that controls the motor speed, and then you have a gear that you put the tractor in. But it's not like a car where the throttle is where your foot controls. You set the throttle, and then you. When you let go of the clutch, the motor bogs down a little bit. It's like, and then it goes, because it's not like where you're giving it gas. It just automatically it keeps the throttle, the engine at like a certain RPM. So, but I want to get the reason why we're doing this now is because I want to get an idea of how much crop I'm going to get from mowing this field, and how much I'm going to miss every time I go around that corner. About halfway full. Because I'm trying to see if I should leave that other field grass or not. So this field almost would be a better candidate to get rid of the grass, but because it's so close to the sheep pen, that's why I think this might be a better sheep feeding facility. Plus, you feed them for 7 days, so the grass will grow back. So I think if I can get like a cart and a half or 2 cart loads, it should be enough material to feed all those sheep, but we'll see. Like, I'm planning on hopefully getting like anywhere from 100 to 200 sheep, and that's why I'm wondering if the $1 million gold hunt might be a worthwhile. Don't forget to vote yes or no at the end of this video, and I'll remind you guys. But I think that's something we need to consider. So, all right, I'm going to keep mowing for a bit. I'll let you know when I get done with the field, like how much I collected. So, see you in a little bit. We have our first trailer load coming off that field. And next time we'll get more, too, because it's not fertilized right now. But it will be next time. If we look at our commodities, we have... Where did they go? We have a bunch of grass. Where is it? I have, let's see, 18,000. No, I have 10. We have 10,000 already in storage, so we'll just add 10,000 to whatever we end up with. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this in to our little bin here. Try and get that this way. I need the head-out view like I have in Truck Sim. Ah, it missed. Bleep! Bleep, bleep, bleep! You bleep! Ah, the tractor's turned way too much.
Bad boy.
Bad boy.
Don't say that.
Don't say bleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't say bleep.
Boop.
I didn't say boop. Boop boopy doop.
That's bad boy.
Alright, I'm gonna keep mowing. I'll see you in a minute. So far we have 2 trailer loads, and don't forget, once again, next time I do this field it'll be fertilized because I mowed. It counts as a layer of fertilizer. So we are, I don't want to say flying high, but we should have plenty of grass just with that one field for our, wow, that was really fast, for our sheepies to be happy and well fed. And so that concludes our little experiment. Though I am going to finish mowing the field. You can stick with me for that. And then we'll continue to plow. We're going to plow the big field behind the farm, and we're going to plow under that other grass field that's next to it. And so I've got quite a bit of plowing to do. I'm glad I bought the bigger plow now because obviously we're going to be going around the map, tearing up these grass fields and putting down... Oh, I did it again. Oops, I did it again.
Dad, you sound terrible.
What, Violet?
Dad, you sound terrible.
I sound terrible. Well, it's Britney Spears, so it just naturally sounds terrible. We have collected... Well, we'll get a final tally here once I'm done mowing the field. I'm almost done. Look out, chickens!
Hey, Dad.
Yes, Violet.
This is how far
That's how Frau Frau sounds?
Yeah.
It's actually Frou Frou.
Foo, foo, foo. It's flower, flower. Flower, flower.
You like Frau Frau, don't you?
Yeah, but she sounds terrible when you're laughing.
It's a band.
I
It's actually
I like her singing when she was young.
when she was young, but not when she's old. This does not sound like... What the heck are you talking about? Imogen Heap. one of the world's stranger musicians. Eclectic.
She sounds weird. She sounds like
I really like her music, though. I think she's a really good writer. She's terrible live. I don't know what happened there, but she's good in the studio, which is funny because usually I don't like those kind of musicians, but for some reason I really like her voice. So, and she is very, very creative. She plays like 50 different instruments, a lot of percussion stuff. She plays piano. She's a concert pianist. She's, I don't know. She's a good musician. Her voice just is not good live. She's much better on her recordings. It's funny, like, how can you be a good singer and yet not be a good singer? But I worked with a girl like that once. I did an album for some kids from our church, and the girl that was singing was, I mean, just terrible live. She was terrible. She could not hold a tune. But she did really well in the studio. Like, when I started recording her, she sounded amazing. I did have to do some auto-tune correction, but not much. She really, I don't know, she had a really nice voice. And she recorded really well. It was funny because she's just live. She was terrible. I don't know if it's because she couldn't hear herself. Maybe being in the studio helped her to hear, what she was actually singing, and she just got, maybe from,
Maybe she got shocked. Maybe she thought she was singing.
But she was not very good live. She was terrible, actually. But in the studio, she was great. I was like, man, like I would have never known she had such a great voice.
I might have saw it before I heard it, but it was so terrible.
What are you talking about, Violet?
Wow, wow.
Foul, foul. frou-frou.
My mom, real action, she sounds terrible. She sounds so bad. Tell her.
Anyway, she's now the voice of, what do you call it? They have those,
Granny!
no, not grannies. She does like those gloves where you put the gloves on and you can make music with the gloves, like you hold them in the air and the computer reads what you're doing with your hands, and you walk around the stage in different places. You can play different instruments. It's really weird. It's a pretty cool concept though. It's like a virtual reality instrument. Now, if you could, and I wonder if she had thought about this at the time that these were made a couple of years ago. If they could add a virtual reality like headset to it, of course nobody wants to watch you would not see your face, but you could probably play some cool instrument music, like if you could see the virtual instrument, like in the, I don't know, just feel like you walk up to different drums and stuff instead of having to guess where stuff is. You'd know exactly where it is. It would be an interesting idea for
Daddy love me more than anybody.
All right, so we got the whole field mowed. Shut the mower off. To clean all this stuff up too, it's all sticky from mowing, but that went pretty well. I got 2.5 trailer loads. I mean, that should be, I think even up to like 100 sheep, that should be plenty, right? I mean, like that's, oh, I need to turn the back trailer off. Raise it up before I get on the dirt.
Knock it out of my home. Go, she's out.
We've used up some gas, huh? All right, well, let's see what the final results are for our experiment. Not experiment, though it is now officially a way that you can say experiment. It is experiment, not experiment. People say that all the time and it makes me crazy. This is one bad design thing with this map. It's cute how they made this little drop zone, but the fact that you can't directly back up to it, you have to go over to the side because of that, right there, that building sucks. That's like the worst possible spot for a building when you have a backup area to dump stuff off. And boy, is it a pain in the arse getting those dolly trailers in here, but I can do it. I've done it several times. It's just, it's not easy. I like to actually dump it in the hole. It gives you the trigger a lot earlier than when you're all the way in. But so let's take a look, and we have collected minus 10,000, so 50,629. That should be plenty for our sheep, especially now we add 10,000 if we actually start with sheep. But so we got enough grass there, so that worked nice. So we can actually plow some of these other fields under now and turn them into actual fields. I'm trying to think of what to do. We're almost out of time for the episode. What I think I'm going to do is we're going to spend a little bit of time putting stuff away, and we'll ferry the rest of our equipment over from the shop, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying old streams and the Chapman family farm. Eventually I'd like to get a second tractor. We're going to end up putting a lot of hours on this thing. It's going to wear out pretty dang quick. So let's see, where do I want to put this stuff? The mowing stuff I want to put, and that's all the mowing we have to do. So see there, Jade, not so bad. Since that's going to be the only field that we're going to keep grass for the sheep. Like I said, I may have to make a second field with grass if it ends up not being enough, but I think that this would be appropriate to put this stuff over here because this is nearest the mowing thing. One of the other things that we are going to add to the, I played around a little bit with the Lely Juno, and it does work really well on this map. So once we start the sheep in there, and they will use the Juno to keep it from getting too messy. And from what I understand, the Juno, or Lely, or whatever, however you pronounce it, the Juno does actually do its best to drop stuff off, like where it belongs. So it doesn't just eat the grass. Kyle thought maybe it just ate the grass, but that was not correct. It actually does drop the grass off back into the feed bin if it's close enough. So, break the mower. That was a little closer than I thought. There we go. Okay, so the mower's in. That stuff, it's a little too long for that garage, but oh well. There's a piece of gold in there. So once again, don't forget, as we get close to the end of the episode, I'm going to remind you one more time. Leave a comment below. Make it simple, please. Yes or no. We are voting for the gold. Yes means that I will do it in the next episode. No means no, and we won't do a gold hunt. So if I do the gold hunt, we will buy the sheep right away. We have enough food to feed them, and I also have the equipment needed to get them going. But if you guys say no, then we will work our way to the sheep. In the meantime, we will be growing the farm and expanding out our equipment, getting bigger equipment, hopefully. What's up, Vi? What's the matter, honey? You're going to cry? Why?
Because I want to do a golden nugget hunt.
You don't want to what?
I want you to do a golden nugget hunt.
You want me to do a golden nugget hunt? Well, there's one yes. Let's see how many no's we get. We're going to have to save our money, too. We probably are... We're going to need definitely more seed for the seeder. Which means we're going to have to buy a trailer. One of the trailers that I found online, I don't know if I have it on this computer or not. I don't think I do. We've been going a lot with this. Where is it? It would be under the bale stuff. There. Oh, bless me. Achoo! No, I guess I don't have it. Unless it's here, no. It's a trailer that has, it loads, you can drive a tractor up onto it. It's a little bit smaller. Oh. I can't see. It's a little bit taller than, or a little bit shorter than the wool trailer that we get here, but it's a it doesn't have a dolly. It's a standard, like, tongue trailer. So, I like it because it's a little bit easier to use and back. And it's shorter, so it's easier to fit around this farm. But we'll need it for stacking pallets. When we get the sheep pallets, we're going to stack it onto that. And we also need it for moving our seed and fertilizer to the farm from the shop. So we're going to have to buy one of those here. I need to install it, though. I haven't done that yet. I need to download it from the mod hub and get it onto the game. So where should we could probably put these things up back by the harvester, though. Oh man, I hope I don't hit that. Ah, I did. Crap. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's below it. What did I hit? Don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Maybe, let's see, where's the seed kept? Maybe we should keep it next to the seed. The cultivator, not so much, but the seeder, yes. Once again, it's those spots that are difficult to back in because there's stuff right across from them. I almost wish they would have just taken that building and put it out somewhere else, but what are you going to do? 'Tis the limitation of the farm. Put that back in there. Perfect. And then this thing's heavy. It's making me tip forward. Where can I put this? Let's see. It's so tall, it's hard to get it. Like, I won't think I'll be able to get it under that. Unless I lower it. Can I lower it? Yeah, I can. Perfect. Oh, except for now it's scraping on the ground. It's not quite what I wanted. But I was thinking, like, put it right here. There we go. That'll work. And I'm going to park the tractor. Let's see. We have one more thing to grab. We'll run back up there and get it. The tractor's actually going to come back up here and park with the... Because the next thing we need to do is finish plowing. And I don't mean like Finland. Ho 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 ho. So don't forget to check out the Twitch TV /VBlueGuitar, VBLU guitar, no E. And if you want to watch live streams, I will be probably streaming tonight. We'll have to see. I try to stream as much as possible, but I know it's not going to be every day for sure. You have to try to hit it. But if I'm not live, you can also watch the archive videos. So there will be videos there for you to watch. It's not a going there in vain hoping that something new will be there, because there will almost always be something new up there also. So don't forget to watch my Twitch channel. And boy, I don't know what else. I mean, that's probably about it. Don't forget to vote on the end of this video. Gold yes or gold no.
Yes.
So yes for collecting it, no for not collect, no to not collect it. And I will see what you guys decide. And next week when I go to record again for this farm, I will honor your decision. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for watching this exciting, breathtaking episode of Farming Simulator 17 on Old Streams Chapman Family Farm. Have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys on the farm next time. Have a good night. Peace to you, my friends.